strong with the Force you are, young Padawan.
What is up, everybody? And welcome back to the StarwarsRick Show, guys. We're back. We are alive. We are well. I think we are, but I got a hat.
Look at hat. Looks awesome, Chris.
Thank you, man.
Gotta send you one.
Shout out to my editors for doing all that, and shout out to people that made this, not me. I didn't make this one yet. We're not gonna say that, but I just did. But it is what it is. But welcome back. It is what it is. Welcome back to the StarwarsRick Show, guys. We're excited to be back for our predictions with Ahsoka. So it will be Rick, Daylina, if she joins us, and Dom, if he joins us. Or me and Rick. Me and Rick are going to just join anyway. So
we got this one.
And what a cool announcement that they announced today is that on every Tano Tuesday, they'll premiere it at 6 o'clock Rick's time and 9 o'clock my time. So that means after party. Yay! Rick's not excited for that, but Rick's like, I want to go to bed. Don't talk to me. But yeah.
Right.
So that's a good time that they did it. But before we start, guys, so we're gonna break down Ahsoka episodes when they come out. Like I said, Daylina's going to join us. Dom's going to join us. Of course, Rick is going to join us. Or we'll have even special guests on. We never know. The world may never know what I have in this mind of minds. But before we start, make sure you guys subscribe down below to the YouTube channel, The StarwarsRick Show, for more fun awesomeness. I have so much coming, so much merch, so much what ifs. Stay tuned for all that. Now, we're in Ahsoka. We're in Ahsokaville now. That I'm excited for, but we all know me, Scapolitano, is an animation kind of guy. That's what I'm going to say about that, But, Rick, how are you? How's time been? I haven't seen you in like a decade.
I know, it's been a while. Everything's good, Chris. As you can see here, and behind me, I'm in a new area. Got my own place now, so that's exciting. Just in time to watch the Ahsoka show. It's right here. It's like so close. Star Wars, they've been posting so many things about it. The hype is there. They've been showing so many teaser trailers, so many leaked products, leaked merch for the show, and I think it's going to be a huge success. I'm just counting the days.
There's 4 days left.
Yeah, it's here.
When this gets done, it'll probably be 3 or 2.
There's a total of 8, so that's good. Compared to the past shows. So that I thought that was very interesting, but I think it's just gonna do very well, like compared to the other shows. What do you think?
I think it's gonna be the best Star Wars live action series that we got from Disney, besides The Mandalorian. But The Mandalorian season 3 really went downhill. It just went like, whoop, done. And I think. Yeah. What people are understanding now, and people are getting now, that people didn't like Ahsoka in the beginning. Like, they thought she was a snotty, bratty teenage girl that didn't care about life. Like, oh, I'm reckless, da-da-da. Just like Anakin says. Anakin was reckless, and Ahsoka was reckless. That's why they put them two together. But I think with this series, it's going to... Because the last time we saw Ahsoka, we saw her fighting Vader, and she goes, I am no Jedi. But a new Jedi will rise in this series, and people are saying it's Sabine. I don't think it's Sabine. That would really blow this series out of the water if Sabine was a Jedi, like except for a sense of that wouldn't sit right with me. It wouldn't make sense to me, if she, oh yeah, I'm a Jedi, like no, go sit down in the parking lot. Like, no, I wouldn't want that.
It definitely is a new idea, but I mean, we have seen from the trailer she is like training with a lightsaber.
Yeah, so I really think she's training because it takes place in the Mandalorian time zone, like the time frame. I really think that like when we get to that spot, the Darksaber is gone. Not gone, but it's out of her hands, Sabine's hands, if that makes sense. So like what can I say? Like, I wanted to make sense, but I don't think I'm making sense. I don't think I'm making sense.
Yeah, because it's in the Mandalorian timeline. Right?
Yes, it is, but I don't know when they're like practicing Ahsoka and Sabine, like Keenan and Sabine did. But I don't think she's Force sensitive. I don't think they're gonna throw that at you right now. I don't
Yeah.
think they're gonna do that. I think a new Jedi will rise because I think Ahsoka is fighting her battles, is fighting her demons. She's discovering who she really is. Because, like she said in the trailer, she walked away from Anakin and the Jedi, you know? And, like, to me, this all is going to take place from her past. Like, she's not, like she says to Balin, I'm not here to discuss my past. But in reality, this show is about your past. This show is about her getting this and that, you know? Like, I really think that's what this show is about. I don't think there's like Sabine is not going to be a Jedi. I think she's going to be the same, like, person we saw in Rebels, like Haratu. Like, that's who they are. But Ahsoka, they're going to really focus on Ahsoka being that no Jedi and seeing what she really stands for. Because they're not their only mission is finding Ezra. That's not their only mission. I think her mission is more of finding out who she really is in this Star Wars universe. Because now she's brand new. Like, oh yeah, I got back in tune with the Force. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah, I wonder how she's gonna contribute with the world between worlds, because that aspect alone is like, how are they gonna handle that? That's something I'm looking forward to in this show. Oh my god, you know that reminds me of the trailer that they just released. It's called Force, and it just shows Ahsoka battling with that.
Oh yeah, they just released that today.
Yeah, it wasn't today. I think it was like a week ago. With what's his name, Balin?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
With Balin. Yeah, you know, he was just talking to her like, oh, like everyone knew Anakin, but only if you saw what he became, and then like you hear Anakin's voice.
I know that was. I was really surprised that they released that already. Like,
Yeah.
Like they already released that. I don't know why they did that because to hear Hayden's voice, like it just sounds like Tales of the Jedi. Like he just like when Ahsoka you see in Tales of the Jedi getting trained by Anakin says, "I'm here to protect you." Da da da. Like I want you to fight. That's how she survived Order 66 of Anakin's training.
Exactly.
So I think he just revised those words really and made it into his own speech. Like I think that's what he did because it sounds like Tales of the Jedi Anakin, but it's Hayden Christensen instead of
Hayden. Personally, to me, that hyped me up so bad, dude. Like I am excited to see him in flashbacks. Right.
I think we're definitely gonna
see him in flashbacks. For
sure.
Sure.
I don't think because I'm sorry to say it, but like him doing like the Obi-Wan Kenobi show and not having that face thing, like to make him look younger, it really went off. Like he didn't really look good without the like what they did with Harrison Ford and Indiana Jones. You know, they made his face look younger when he was filming. Obi-Wan, that wasn't really good. So I really think they're gonna really do flashbacks only of that and stay with that. I think we'll see him again probably at the end of the season, like be a Force ghost. I really think he'll become a Force ghost again.
Oh, you think at like the end of the show we're gonna see him as a Force ghost?
Yeah, I think we're gonna see him then and then probably a flashback in the series. Because I don't know how they would do it without showing a scene before, like they did with did they do that? Yeah, did they do that with Obi-Wan? Or they introduced it right away? I forget. Because one episode was them fighting together. I think that when they were fighting,
it was
Vader.
They didn't do it right away. I think it was like the 4th episode.
Yeah, when they were first battle between Obi-Wan and Vader.
When they were fighting. I believe it was like the 4th episode.
Yeah, when Obi-Wan is, I forget, but I don't think him and Vader were fighting yet, or they were, and the flashbacks were going in and out, in and out, in and out.
Yeah. So I believe because it was 6 episodes. They were fighting the 4th one, and then
they fall in the last, but that wasn't part of it.
And then the 5th one, we see Kenobi like outshine Vader.
Yeah.
From those flashbacks, and then in the last one, they had their final battle.
Yeah, so I think that's what they're gonna really do, that kind of sequence, with the flashbacks, because I don't think, because in reality we never saw her face Anakin. You know, we never saw her face him. Like battle practice one-on-one. We only saw that in the Clone Wars in the Mortis arc, when she turned bad. Like the Mortis arc turned her evil. That was the only time she faced Kenobi and Anakin. That's the only time. I would love to see that, like her sparring with Anakin, because we really never technically saw that at all.
That would be pretty nice seeing them like live action. Yeah. So do you think we would see them like live action sparring with each other?
Yeah, that's it. It's probably gonna be
Like a flashback kind of thing.
Probably a flashback. I don't. Yeah. Because I don't think Rosario Dawson's gonna be the younger version of Ahsoka. I think it's gonna be someone else. That's gonna be that girl. And then Hayden's definitely gonna be Anakin, no doubt about it.
So do you think Ezra Bridger has like a small place in all this? Like, do you think that's mainly the objective of the show, is to like look for him and then like they'll find him in the end of the season, perhaps?
I really don't. It doesn't look like they're focusing on Ezra though. You know what I mean? It looks like they're not even.
Because I feel like this is gonna take place, you know, obviously like after Rebels season 4, you know.
Yeah.
Where they left off, exactly like where they left off.
Exactly where they left off.
Live action.
Yeah.
The crew is apart, you know. They need to find Ezra.
As we see Zeb in the Mandalorian, like Zeb is off doing his own thing. Hera's is just, so. I feel like when we enter this place in Ahsoka, I feel like we're gonna get that scene when we see the Purgle in the first, like the trailer. Like we see them flying a ship, Sabine and Ahsoka, and then I think time will pass. Time will definitely pass, and then that's when we get like Thrawn, Balin, and everything like that. I think that's how they're gonna start the series off. I don't know if those are flashbacks, you know, because if we see Ahsoka's not in her white robe, you know, she's not in her little Gandalf robe that you see at the end of Rebels. She's not in that when she sees Sabine. You know, that we don't see in the trailer. We could see that, but we didn't see that in the trailer. We saw her with the hood and cloak and everything, but we didn't see that.
You know, what if she has a wardrobe and, you know, she just doesn't feel like wearing white?
I'm gonna just take a script.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Imagine white just wasn't my color.
I'm not. It's not my color today.
I'm not feeling this end of Rebels shit anyway, guys. Like, I would cry if she like it
like it just shows her like, oh, like just changing like to
behind the scenes. Oh, I didn't like it.
First thing we're gonna see is just her changing into a different robe. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what? I think since it's gonna be like a 2-episode premiere, I feel like I'm hoping we see at the end of the 2nd episode we see just a little tease of Thrawn.
I can't wait.
And then they kind of show him, like, talk about him. They showed Thrawn throughout the season.
Yeah, I really think Thrawn is like Thanos. He's gonna be Thanos of this like thing. Because Thrawn, I love Thrawn. I get like so like happy when I speak about Thrawn. Like Thrawn is like my favorite Star Wars villain. Like he's not even a villain to me. He's just a guy that's a blue-head motherfucker. You know? You remember that, Rick? Remember that? Gotta get it done, you know?
Yeah, get it done, man.
Get it done. But yeah, so I think with Thrawn, I feel like Ezra, like even in that trailer they switched up the what Ezra really says to Sabine and the crew. Like he switches, the lines are switched instead of animation and then live action. To me, I feel like the live action Ezra is a good fit. Like his face does fit Ezra's part.
Oh
but
yeah,
the body tone, I don't know what Ezra did, got fat or something. I don't know what happened to him in the long run. But we will. I think we won't see Ezra this season. I don't think. I really don't think we will. Because this series, I don't think it's about Ezra.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Like I said, I feel like that's definitely the objective, is to find him. But I feel like this first season, at least, is going to be the journey to him, to get to him.
Yeah, I think. Because if you find Thrawn, I feel like you're gonna find Thrawn and Ezra's not gonna be there. I really don't think he's gonna be there. Like I think Ezra's on his own journey. I really think throughout, because we don't know what's the time frame between this and that. But we know Rebels takes place 5 years before the Mandalorian. So probably the Mandalorian, and then the time jump between Luke and Grogu, 7 years in total, or 8 years in total, 7.5. So you're looking at from Thrawn and Ezra being gone.
Yeah.
Thrawn must have built his own headquarters in the Outer Rim. Like, he has to just build it. And then he's got Baylan and this, what's her name? Shen? I can say Shen, right? Her name is Shen?
Shan?
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 Well, no, Shan, right? The girl's name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shan. Being Baylan's, like, Padawan, technically.
That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun alone.
I really think it's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be fun to watch.
But I really think Thrawn is the mastermind behind almost everything that's gonna happen in the series. I think Baylan, like Ray Stevenson, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. I was just thinking that, man.
Yeah, he was such a great actor. He did Gar Saxon. He did such a great job. We're not gonna see Baylan no more. Unless they do what they did. I don't know if they ever did that. Like make a hologram and him, and you just make his movements and everything, and a voice defector on it. But I don't see Baylan going into, if they do have a second season of Ahsoka, going into that.
Well, let's see what his fate is in this season. Like,
yeah, that's
we
what
don't
I'm
know
saying. But without having Ray Stevenson here, it's hard to portray that character. What else was I gonna say? But yeah, I don't think it's. Yeah, I think I'm going off. But that's what we do on the show. We trail right off our subjects. We just trail off.
That's what we do, man. We just go in. We just go in.
We like jazz too. We like jazz.
Hey, Chris. Okay, what if like one episode all you hear is like, doo-loo-loo-loo-loo, and then the Mandalorian just comes out. Oh my god.
I'll just turn off the screen. We ain't doing this.
Like that would be it for me.
At this time, we ain't doing this.
That is the one thing I hope that doesn't happen in the show.
I really hope they stay in their own sections of the world. I think the movie, when Dave Filoni does make the movie, I think you'll definitely see.
Oh yeah.
And, you'll definitely see all.
Yeah. We'll see that there. But like in this show, I swear to God, if like first episode.
Yeah, he just comes in. Hey guys, did you miss me? This is part 3 of season 4.
I got Grogu right here.
I got Grogu, everybody, and this is my friend Boba. Like, I wouldn't like that. I think if they do make a cameo, okay, but it has to be the right cameo. Like, it can't just like sitting down at the bar. You looking for me? I've been right here. Like, what? We haven't been looking for you. Like, what? Stay home. Stay in your little hut that we let you in.
But you know what? I did like in season 3 of The Mandalorian how it did touch aspect on like the Empire, where the Empire is at, and how they teamed up, and they're still trying to rebuild. And they mentioned Thrawn. And they're asking where he's at. So I think in this show, definitely we're gonna find out where he's at and what he's been doing.
Yeah,
so that's gonna be really nice.
Like I said, it's all connecting.
Yeah.
Because eventually Thrawn is this. He's the heir to the Empire. He's this.
Yes.
He is. He really is the heir to the Empire.
Yes.
And if you guys are out there thinking, what the hell is the heir of the Empire? Read the books. Read the books. They are very good. I don't read, but I'll read Star Wars books. Gotta get it done.
Put in the work, man.
Put in the work, and then you twerk backwards. But yeah, but Thrawn is the heir to the Empire, and I think that's a storyline too that we're gonna get played out in the Ahsoka series too. But I really feel like Thrawn's gonna be maybe 2 episodes, 3, and that's it. I don't think we're gonna see him face to face with Ahsoka Tano, Sabine Wren. We're not going to see him, Harrison Dula. We're not going to see, I don't think, them face off until, like, probably the movie. Because I think these series now are leading up to that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe that's their master plan.
That's their master plan. The movie will be out in 2026. So you have 4 seasons of The Mandalorian. Season 4 is going to come out next year, probably, or 2025, maybe.
Who knows? Because this writer strike is
Right.
delaying everything, man.
I know. I'm gonna start striking. I'm gonna just go out there with my picket fence and go strike, strike one, and just start like yelling, "Get off my lawn!" With the thing. Yeah, just start doing that. Get it done, get it done. You like jazz, you like jazz.
Yeah, man.
But I really think the Ahsoka series is gonna be the best series out of all the series we've had.
I agree. Like I definitely see the hype in the Star Wars community from my Instagram.
Yeah, and I just want to shout out to our Instagram and Star Wars community and the people that had the 2 premiere event in New York City last night, and they did not invite me. Very peed off about that one. I'm Scavolitano. I should be there.
Yeah, I believe they had a premiere too over here in El Capitan Theater.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
and I was still not invited to that. But I would understand if I got invited to the New York one, not the California one. You don't have to fly me out. I'll just walk there.
You know what, Chris? Our time will come soon. Don't worry.
I'm just putting that out there in the world, between worlds, because when you throw it out there, things happen. Happens. See my finger like it's going right through the screen. But yeah, so I think the Ahsoka series is definitely going to be the best series out of. Even I feel like it's going to even beat out Mandalorian, but it definitely depends. Because, all these other shows did not do good in numbers. Yeah. Andor only gets 2 seasons, which, okay, that's fine. Obi-Wan really didn't do good, in the series, The Mando Season 4 went down in ratings. Book of Boba Fett was just terrible. And then what other show was out there? I think that's it. Yeah, Boba, Mando. Kenobi. Yeah. And now Ahsoka.
And Andor.
And Endor, but Endor ends season 2 anyway, so we don't even have to. They already almost finished filming, so we don't even have to get to that.
That's crazy that they greenlight a second season, or before
because the ratings weren't that good for Endor.
Yeah.
So I was very surprised when we got the season 2. I was like, oh, they announced it the second episode. Or they announced it right after the first episode.
Yeah, the first it was very early in the when the show got released.
Yeah.
Do you think Ahsoka will have a second season?
My honest opinion?
Yeah. Honest opinion, man.
Opinion.
That's all we're here, man. We're just honest.
I really think it's gonna get a second season. I think it will be, not just because it's Ahsoka. I think it's gonna get. I would love it. Like I said, I'm animation all the way. I would love if they did an animation. I would love that. So technically, I would love that because you could do so much more in animation. I think the fight scenes would be more awesomer and stuff like that. But if they don't get a season 2 of Ahsoka, what's the next plan? You know what I mean? Because every series you put out is going to end on a cliffhanger. Just like Bad Batch. Bad Batch is getting another season and that's it. 16 episodes and then they're done. What happens to the Bad Batch? What happens to those characters? Do they all get killed off? Or they go in a hut somewhere and hide, or they just stop fighting, or where's Omega, where's she fighting in the rebellion, stuff like that. Just like Rebels. Where's Sabine in all this time? Where's Hera? We'll find out where they are, but we're not going to find out where they've hidden for so many years. Like Ezra. We're not going to find out where Ezra's been for a while. We're not going to find that. We're just going to see a hologram. Pretty much. Unless at the end of the season, you'll see Ezra. That's where the cliffhanger ends then. He's trapped or lost or somewhere else. That's when you'll see it cut. But that's a cliffhanger. So if Ahsoka doesn't get a second season, what happens to that? That's what's scary with live action shows. Because you don't know what's going to come next. Yeah, people are hyped about the series. People are like, oh yeah, people are going to love it. Star Wars Rebels fans all the way, yeah. But are you going to watch it? You could post about it. You could sit there and post about it. I know a lot of those people that went to that event are not fans of Star Wars. All critics.
That's right.
But Ahsoka's going to be awesome. Yeah.
You heard it right here. Chris Scavolitano calling you out.
Yeah. But I'm just telling the truth though. You're going to stay and watch the series? You're a critic though. You ain't going to watch the series. You're going to watch the series because you have to, yeah. But not because you want to. That's the difference. Like, I'm going to sit and watch the series and enjoy it. I'm not going to love it because I wish it was animation. Because those are my characters. I love them from animation. But I'm going to give Rosario her props. I'm going to give Hayden his props. I'm going to give everybody their props, though. I'm not going to throw shade at them. Absolutely not. But I wish it was done in animation. Absolutely. But if it gets a second season, that's great. But if it doesn't, then what happens? What do you go back on? That's my plan if I'm in Dave Filoni's head. If this doesn't work out, because he dreamed of this moment. He dreamed of Ahsoka being live action, his character that he created with George Lucas. He dreams. But what happens if that doesn't turn out to be good? You know what I mean? Like, oh, people love it. People love it. Okay, who loves it? Because I ask a lot of people, or I comment on some people's posts, and they think the same way I do. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're gonna watch it, but we're not gonna be, oh, that's amazing, yeah. No, because we wish it was that in other ways. If that makes sense. I think I did good there. I think I sounded good. I think it made sense.
You always sound good, Chris.
Sound like a dying cat, but it's alright.
You know what?
So that's my only issue because
I see.
Because with Kenobi 2, like she just did an interview, Deborah Chow, and she was like, "Oh, nothing's greenlit yet, but me and Ewan talked about season 2 and stuff like that." No, we don't want season 2. Leave it like that. We don't need it.
Oh, that's what. That's what
yeah, if you read up on it, it says something in there. I was reading on Twitter.
Okay. Yeah, I did see some posts about it, but just like headlines saying like, "Oh, season 2 is like up in the air. Never say never." That kind of thing.
Yeah.
I did see stuff like that.
Yeah, but then she did another interview and said, "Oh, when Ewan walked off the set, we were talking about season 2 and his ideas." And no, don't do a season 2. No. To me, if season 2 does happen, it's just going to be a boring show because it's going to be him protecting Luke. There's no much story that the comics already did that. You know, the comics already led up to that. You could do a story, but you can't even do that story because even Reva is out there still.
But what if they utilize the Inquisitors this time? You're like doing math in your head.
I'm doing math in my head. I'm like, I don't know if that would sound good. I still don't think. I still don't think. Like, I'm trying to do it in my head and trying to come up with a good answer, but that would just be terrible.
Maybe. Like, I mean, because
the Grand Inquisitor is dead. Like, he's gone. Keenan killed him. Like, and then you have Reva that's half animal that she's surviving lightsaber wounds to the face. She knows Anakin Skywalker. You know, who else was there? Like the sixth brother dies in Rebels, so we don't know any more Inquisitors that's here. Only Merrick. That's the new Inquisitor in this Ahsoka series. That's probably not even his or her real name.
Oh, well, this would be before Rebels, before the Inquisitor.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying that like if you're gonna do a second season, you can't put the Grand Inquisitor really in there. He's dead. Keenan killed him in the first season. You know what I mean? And then the sixth brother, yeah, you could put him in there, but he's gone in Rebels season 3 or season 2. You know what I mean? So it would be hard to add more Inquisitors and just keep naming them like, oh, you're gonna be my sixth brother, or you're gonna be my 10th. You know, and the eighth sister died in Cal Kestis. You know, the Jedi survivor. You know, so it's really tricky of what you can do, of how you can do it. You know, but that's my issue.
Never say never, Chris.
Yeah, never say never. But if it happens, no, that's not good.
Yeah,
that's really not good. It ended great. I think Kenobi going off into the sunset with Qui-Gon Jinn. Let it happen. That's it. Because it's really finished in the comics. Because they told so much story in the comics about Obi-Wan. So like you're just like gonna like, okay, no, we're gonna do a show. No, I don't think so. I think they would be stupid enough to do that. I don't think they would.
You know, I don't think there's gonna be a second season for Ahsoka. Just kind of thinking that they already mentioned the movie, the Dave Filoni movie tying into that. I feel like that's going to be the next step after that. That connects all these shows together. Going forward, I know they're trying to, at the same time, they're trying to really push out the New Republic stuff.
Oh, the
Yeah,
High
so-
Republic.
the High Republic, not the New Republic. The High Republic. Because yeah, there is a show, The Acolyte. I feel like with the success of that show, hopefully, it is successful. Like I feel like they're gonna further into that realm, into that timeline in Star Wars. So like they're focusing on like the future, the past, and the
And the
past.
present.
Yeah, the past and the future of like the Star Wars timeline. So we're getting right now like the Mandalorian timeline with the Ahsoka show, and then they're also trying to focus on the High Republic timeline as
Yeah,
well.
like they're focusing a lot on the High Republic, which I like because I really think that's the time where the Jedi were at their best.
yeah.
And I think then you get the High Republic, and then you get the 3 movies, and then you get the Bad Batch, the Clone Wars, and Bad Batch is still going on, and probably will be announced another animated show after Bad Batch.
I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, like I think they're definitely going to announce something for the Bad Batch probably after the Bad Batch. They'll probably announce another series because I think they're going to keep with animation a lot. And then you have the Tales of the Jedi again. That's in season 2, so we don't know who's going to be in there. I hope it's like Obi-Wan's story, more story, Anakin's story, Ahsoka's story. There's so much more you can do. Even with other characters, and that's it. I think going into like the Rebel Alliance too, you have those shows, and then you have the movies coming out, which I'm not too thrilled about one of them, but the other 2 I can get along with.
I feel like this Ahsoka show is going to be very successful. Ahsoka is a beloved character to many for a long time too. Many are a fan of the Clone Wars. That's where she came from, and just seeing her grow all this time and seeing this is where she is at present time is going to be very exciting for
It is.
a lot of Star Wars fans.
It is, and I really hope. I don't know if they'll, because Ashley Eckstein said she didn't make a cameo, but she was on set of the Ahsoka show. She was. She said that.
That's good.
But she was like, I don't want to say that I made a cameo. I did it. I just was visiting, and I'm like, okay. So if they do the flashback of her and Anakin, I really think you use her voice.
If they do a flashback of younger Ahsoka and they use her voice, I think that would be really nice. That'd be a nice touch. That'd be definitely a nice touch.
Yeah, I really think they should use her voice for the younger Ahsoka.
I mean, they use Hayden's voice, so it's not impossible to use.
Yeah, because
Ashley's
it's
voice.
like because Hayden was just imitating Matt Lantern's voice.
Yeah,
If you really look at it, like he was trying to get, and he hit it. He was good, Hayden.
it was good. It was good. I loved
like,
it. I'm hyped.
Okay, I really like that. Don't get me wrong. I wish it was done in animation, but you can't win. But yeah, like he tried to imitate Matt Lantern's voice, which I loved, and I was like, good, like you did your damn homework. I like it. I like when people do their homework. But I really hope she does make like an appearance, not appearance, but like her voice. I really hope so, because I feel like when Star Wars, the Instagram or the show, or they post about Ahsoka, and it has nothing to do with Ashley Eckstein's work. I feel like they're discrediting her as Ahsoka because now live action is coming out. Now that's where we're making that money, But like when they were coming out with those little minute movie things on the Instagram and stuff, there's nothing about Ahsoka, like Ashley Eckstein's Ahsoka. It's all about Rosario Dawson's Ahsoka. And to me, Rosario Dawson, is not my Ahsoka. She's never gonna be. And people that say she is their Ahsoka, how? How? You haven't even seen her.
She's my Ahsoka, Chris.
Wow, I'll fight you today. But no, that's what. But I'm not mad at people for saying that. Like, oh, she's my Ahsoka. Rosario's my Ahsoka. How? Explain to me. Because she's perfect for the role and everything. She's perfect for the role. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, she is.
But so you're telling me you watched Ahsoka 15 years ago, and you're like, okay, bye. That's what you're saying. Because you're saying, oh, I'm Rosario's fan, but what about the starting point of that? She started 15 years ago. Rosario's been in one show, 2 shows. Book of
Yeah.
Boba, 1 scene. And now she gets a show. Now I understand if this show gets 3 seasons. Okay, I understand. But she hasn't even been out a year. And if she only gets 8 episodes, and then the season's done, and then she gets they get the movie. That is she still your Ahsoka?
You know, it's kind of like that thing where it's like you pay respect to like the OG, the person who started it all, right?
Yeah, like I will never say like Rosario sucks. I will never say that.
No.
I think Rosario's doing a great job as Ahsoka. I don't want people out there to get that wrong idea. But I'm asking you people in the world, let me know why she's your Ahsoka. You can't give me 5 reasons why. Because she's perfect for the role. That's not a reason. She's perfect for the role. What connects you to that? What connects you to Rosario's Ahsoka? Like actually connects to my Ahsoka.
I feel like newcomers will definitely connect to Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
like that'll be their first Ahsoka to them. And then if they do their homework and they see where Ahsoka comes from, they will notice Ashley, and then they will be like, okay, Ashley is up there. Pay respect.
God.
The one who started it all, the one who helped create this character of what.
Yeah, and I think that's what people forget, because now even with Rebels, even with Rebels, they're discrediting Rebels too. Like they're not even like, oh, you don't have to watch the whole season. You don't have to watch the whole 4 seasons. You can only watch like 6 episodes of it. Why? Why are you telling people, oh, you don't really have to watch the Star Wars Rebels to understand Ahsoka? So who the fuck is Sabine Wren? Who the hell is Hera Syndulla? Who the hell is Zeb? Who the hell is Chopper? Who's fucking Ezra?
I feel like people who say those kind of things are just kind of like saying that just like to be a part of like the hype train, perhaps.
No, Dave Filoni even said that.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, why would you not watch the whole 4 seasons of Rebels to understand where they are in this timeline now? Because you're going to get some Kanan and Sabine vibes from when Ahsoka trains her. You know what I mean? You're going to get some vibes from Rebels into the Ahsoka series. So it's like, why would you just just watch episode 16, season 2, and then you can watch episode 5 and season 4? What? Like the Clone Wars, like people say, oh, watching the chronological order. Okay, you watch it and you understand it. Star Wars Rebels, there's no order of that, because there's no big like event coming up. Only when Luke defeats Vader. But that's what I'm saying.
I haven't seen the video, but perhaps Dave was just saying like, oh, just giving like suggestion episodes on like to really.
No, he said in the interview like.
Yeah.
If you look up the interview, he says you really don't have to watch Rebels. And even
I'll check it out. I'll definitely check it out.
Some of the actresses I think said it too. I think Natasha, who played, I don't know if Natasha said it or Rosario, but one of the actresses said that too. Like you don't have to watch. But to me, to understand Sabine Wren as a character, you have to watch Rebels. Hera, you have to watch Rebels.
For sure. I feel like when like I know in the past they've been saying like watch these specific episodes for these specific reasons, because in this new show this is gonna happen. I feel like they say that so they can so we can like regather our thoughts on like the themes from those episodes, but it will be a little like off guard when they say you don't have to watch the rest. That's like.
To me, it makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah,
sure. Just watch the last 5 episodes. You'll just jump right into the Ahsoka series. So you're gonna understand Ezra, Sabine, Hera's, and Ahsoka's story. If you're just watching those 5 at the end of episode.
To quickly gather those themes of those episodes and like I guess like the image of those characters. Yeah, sure, okay, but to have like a full Star Wars experience, Definitely
Yeah,
gotta
like
watch everything. Like it's very fulfilling. Like seeing these new shows and like see where these characters are at present time and seeing where they came from. Like I think that's why Star Wars fans are like really sensitive about the content coming out. It's because
yes,
of that.
yeah,
Um,
because it's like
it's the history and like
yeah, it's like
the attachment that we have grown over time with
yeah, it's like how are you gonna know someone's story if you just watch 4 episodes? Like it's
yeah.
like me watching Ahsoka's story, just the first season of the Clone Wars. Not even watching the movie. Just watching the movie. I know Ahsoka. I don't need to watch that.
You know,
Like,
yeah. I have people tell me like, "Oh man, like Clone Wars is so long." I'm like, "Yeah, but it is a hell of a ride. Like you gotta watch
definitely a
it."
hell of a ride.
Yeah, like it is. That's some good stuff there. Some good storytelling. But
It is.
you know, it definitely, you know, you definitely can't grasp um the idea of a character in just a few episodes. Like,
Yes, and I think
it's,
that's the biggest issue is like you're saying in interviews, like I don't like that. Like you're saying in interviews, oh, I don't really watch Rebels. I'm just gonna do this. You didn't watch Rebels. What do you mean you didn't watch Rebels? How did you get the role? Like, as an actor, if I was an actor and I was going into this live action role that I didn't have anything to do with it, like I'm like a new Jedi, but the Jedi you've seen in the Clone Wars, Rebels, everything. You don't think I'm gonna go watch and study that character? Really? Like to me, that makes no sense. To me, oh yeah, because Sabine, the girl who plays Sabine, didn't really study the role. She like watched episodes, yes, of course, but she's taking her own precipitation, and I understand that. But like, come on.
yeah, I think it like you know those reasonings it kind of just ties back to like how sensitive us fans are to these kind of situations because to others they might not have the same passion for Star Wars and you know they might just see it as a job, which is fine, but it's like you have to really consider the fans because we are the ones who like make up the love and pride for Star Wars, you know.
I definitely make love and pride. Rick's like, damn, that was deep. Thanks, Rick.
You're cutting that out, right? You're
No.
cutting that. Don't keep that in there.
You're keeping that in there.
Like it's gonna be a cycle, just 5 minutes long, man.
Make love and be proud.
Alrighty, man. All right.
Hey,
What's next, man?
We have fun on this show, Rick. We are classy, okay?
We're real classy, all right?
Definitely. But any more predictions? We really didn't do our predictions. We just rambled on for like an hour.
You know what? But it's always a good time. A lot of good stuff. You know, appreciate you guys watching us. It's never a dull moment with Chris.
Thanks. But now let's get into our predictions. Give me, Rick, 3 predictions that you think that's gonna be in the Ahsoka series that you predict. 3 things.
Okay. We're not gonna see Ezra, just hologram. Perhaps in the end we might see him. Another thing. Let's see. I think Besley.
Who?
What's his name? Besley?
Balin?
Bailey. I said
Besley. What are we, parsley?
Parsley? Parsley?
Balin.
Oh,
shit,
you just told me like 10 different names. Hold on.
No, because you said parsley. This is not oregano. Come on, Rick. This is not pizza.
I'm a little hungry right now.
Oh, I can see.
Anyways, I feel like I think he's gonna be gone. I think he's gonna die in the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
2.
That's 2.
Your third one.
A third one. I think we're gonna see Kanan. We're gonna see flashback of Kanan, perhaps. I mean, we have parts of the Ghost Crew. I mean, I feel like it'd be a nice touch. I mean, we have no speculations on who the actor could be. If there is,
I think you do Freddie Prinze Jr.
You think what?
Freddie Prinze Jr. will play Kanan or voice Kanan. But I don't think he will. But we'll find out eventually.
You know, it'll definitely be nice and heartwarming, and it'll definitely reach out to the Rebels fan
Yeah.
base.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be a nice touch. Just see. I mean, we're gonna see his son.
Yeah,
His son,
Jason.
right?
Yeah, definitely. Jason.
I don't know. I mean, that would be very nice. I think.
I think it will. We'll find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah, man.
And then my 3 predictions. I really don't know what to predict, though. I really think we're not going to get I predict that we're not going to get a what if scenario. Like with Ahsoka Mustafar fighting Anakin. I don't think we'll get that. That's really far-fetched.
Not even like Ahsoka in the Worlds of Worlds and just seeing so many like things, timelines happening. You know?
I think she'll see that, but I don't think she's going to enter herself into what if. You know, that's because once you open that world, you're done. Like you need to hit it, man. You need to hit it. For me, if you're gonna do that, I'm gonna be watching a video reacting to it, and I'm gonna be like, oh, this is what they're doing. Let's see how they do it. And I will literally sit there and watch that, and then pause it, and then tell everybody that is watching the reactions that sucked or that was good. And I'm gonna think it sucked.
You know that right there?
Right there. That's fucking TV.
That right there. That's disgusting.
It's costly. It's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
I don't think we're gonna see that. I don't think we're gonna see a what if scenario.
Okay.
I predict that we will see the World of Worlds. We definitely will see that. But like I said, once you open that, you gotta hit it. And I predict that Ahsoka will lose a lightsaber.
Oh.
I think she's only gonna use that one now.
Just one?
Just one.
Because of the Black Series?
Not because of that, because if you see one in the trailer, she's fighting Balin, and she only has one.
Bailey.
Parsley. Yeah.
Parsley. I'm horrible.
Definitely
I'm hungry. That's okay.
Don't worry, Rick. We're ending right now. But thank you guys so much for joining, because he's thinking about parsley and he's thinking about pizza. We gotta go before he eats the screen. But yes, so stay tuned, guys, for our breakdowns for the Ahsoka series. You'll see us 8 times. Like, that's so exciting.
This could be nice. I'm excited.
We're back.
We're back, baby.
And then after that, it's probably another show that's going to be announced. So we'll probably see something else like the Bad Batch or the Acolyte coming.
Then we'll be back again.
Yep, be back again. But Rick, I was going to say Star Wars Rick. Rick, where can everybody find you on the social media?
Well, thank you for calling me by that name. I am Star Wars Rick. Follow me on Instagram at StarwarsRick.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. You already know. And you guys know where to find me. I'll put all the links in the bio. Tell me your predictions, guys, down low in the comments. I really want to see what you guys have predicting. I've seen a lot on social media, but is it going to come true? Do you believe in predictions?
Delaney said slay.
Slay, yes. I was going to say that too. Thank you for reminding me. She wants to sleep to slay, not to sleep to sleep. Okay?
Slay.
Slay. I hope she's back for the breakdowns. I think she will, and Don will. But if not, we'll just get some special guests on. Get some random people. You know, maybe a fan or two that watches the Scavolitano show. You know, you could win a trip. All paid expenses. Not really, because I ain't paying for shit. But like, you could just come on the show.
Yeah, that'd be nice, man. That'd be real nice.
I know, right? I think it would be good. But make sure you guys subscribe down below to the YouTube channel, the Scavolitano Show, guys. And below in the comments, make sure you guys show me what your predictions are. Tell me. And thank you, Star Wars Rick, for coming on the show. Always a pleasure with the High Republic show, you know.
Thank you for having me, man.
And stay tuned for Ahsoka Tuesday night, 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern, and may the Force be with you guys. And be kind to one another, and may the Force be with you, my friends.
Always.
Bye!
In my life, when you find people who need your help, you help them, no matter what.